Good morning, good Tuesday morning, everybody. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful work day. So, honey, I just had to come on and give a little celebrity news. Now, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but YouTube commentator, ex football player Shannon Sharpe, that does Club Shay-Shay, uh, has been accused of an assault by a ex girlfriend of his, I guess you would call it. But anyway, honey, she has accused him in a civil suit of SA, and she is wanting $50 million. Um, and but interestingly enough, the attorney that she has chosen is attorney Tony Busby. He went after Jay Z and lost very badly. He lost so badly that he dropped any cases that he had towards Diddy. That's how bad he got beat up, right? Hey, Dominic, Deborah, how you doing? Got that right, girl. We go talk about it, child. Right? We go talk about it, right? And disclaimer, since Dominic done said it, black women, the Mammy Brigade, um, you need to sit down on this one, right? You need to sit down on this one because our dear friend Shannon has repeatedly told the world that he does not like nor is he attracted to black women. Hey, kind to me, even though he has a black mother, clearly, okay, as well as two black daughters, right? He has a whole family full of black women. Um, but he does not like black women. He is not attracted to us. He don't find us anyway appealing to him. He's went after several black women, celebrity black women. The one most recently, hey Star Bella, hey Mimi 126, show is Mimi. He talked about Angel Reese, the young WNBA basketball player. He spoke badly about her. He spoke. He's not been shy about saying that he is not attracted to black women, right? So, but that's why I said the Mammy Brigade, the Pygmies, y'all gonna have to sit down on this one, okay? Because Shannon is not the one to be out protesting for, right? Just like Diddy wasn't the one to be protesting for, Shannon is not either, okay? And grandmother that raised them in a small home in Georgia, okay? Hey Miss Alfreda, how you doing? You get men like this. Now we see this online a lot. He is part of the He-Man Black Woman Haters Club, okay? And he really pretty much doesn't like himself, right? Which is why this case is so interesting to the point that, honey, I had to talk about it. Not only did I have to come talk about it because I know I like my celebrity news, but honey, we're gonna read a article. In the article, it is telling us some of the things that he responded to, right? Because, like I said, he is being accused of SA by a 26-year-old woman, and he is 56 years old. This woman is Latino. They were involved in some type of situationship. That's what I'm gonna call it, between 2023 and 2025, right? And like I said, he is 30 years older than this young woman, right? And but baby, wait till I read to y'all some of this stuff, right? I mean, I really kind of I am not shocked. He is He is a very interesting character, in my opinion. Now, everything that I say here is allegedly, even though it's coming from the lawyer, it's still allegedly. My commentary is allegedly, right? You didn't know he prefer. Okay, I can't hardly sit. Y'all know I got this Shirley kind to me, but I'm thinking I know what you're saying. But yeah, he's not attracted. He's not interested in black women at all, right? And he said that repeatedly. He's not been shy about it. Even in some of his Club Shay-Shay interviews, like the one he done recently with what is that girl name? She's on the Breakfast Club. He was throwing shade towards her. Jess Hilarious, is that her name? I think that's her name. But anyway, he was throwing shade towards that girl. I mean, he's done it several times. He can't hardly hide it, right? So anyway, let's get into this article, right? So I can give y'all this tea. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video if you don't mind. I really would appreciate it. Ciao. Like I said, everything here is alleged, right? But we're gonna read this article. Hold on a minute. Let me put it up. Okay, so this is from the New York Post. And the title of the article, and you can see it was published on April 21st, which was yesterday, right? And it says Shannon Sharpe's lawyers release X-rated text name of accuser in a $50 million civil lawsuit, right? So what he did was when Tony Busby, which is pretty much tantamount in my opinion to an ambulance chaser. Now, if you don't know who attorney Tony Busby is, he is, like I said, the guy that went after Diddy. He's went after several well-known entertainers and sports people and stuff of that nature with these types of cases, right? Which is why I call him pretty much an ambulance chaser, in my opinion, right? So that's how I see him, right? He failed with the Jay-Z situation, tried to shake Jay-Z down. Jay-Z wasn't going. Now, Shannon Sharpe, he said he ain't going either because this relationship was consensual, right? And so, anyway, we're gonna read this article. Okay, so in a response, first let me say this. In response to the article, I didn't mean to put that up. In response to the article, I didn't know it's perfect. Yes, kind to me. Yes, I can see it now. Yeah, Jay-Z too, right. He failed with Jay-Z, right? And so, in response to this latest suit against Shannon Sharpe says he is not going to be shook down. He ain't giving up no money. He ready to go to war. He don't need no help, and he fighting back, right? And so, his response to the lawsuit was for him to release several text messages between him and this Jane Doe, right? And let me tell you something. He even exposed the lady's name, right? And of course, the internet was gonna go crazy trying to find out who she was. Now, Tony Busby dropped the ball because he was trying to call her Jane Doe, but evidently you have to appear in front of a judge to have your plaintiff name, and be withheld from the public, right? So Tony Busby did not do that. And because he did not do that, I'm assuming Shannon Sharpe's legal team told him that it was okay for him to release the name, child, right? So, child, he released the name, and the internet went crazy and found the picture of the 26-year-old. Let me show y'all who she is, right? Her name is Garcia something, right? We don't have to call her Jane Doe because Tony Busby dropped the ball. So this is the woman. She is 26-year-old Garcia Zuniga or something like that. But she is the one accusing Shannon Sharpe of this alleged, she charged with, I don't understand why it's not a criminal case, right? With all the stuff that she charged him with. But anyway, she charged him a $50 million civil suit, right? So anyway, this is her right here. She did not have to be a Jane Doe because Tony Busby, like I said, dropped the ball and didn't go in front of a judge to have her be named as a Jane Doe. And for that reason, everybody now knows who she is because we knew that the internet was gonna go wild trying to find out who this woman is. Now, at first, this woman right here was trying to say that she wasn't the one, right? And but shortly after she was saying she wasn't the one, now all of a sudden they say her Instagram has gone private, right? And so yeah. So allegedly, this is Gabrielle, aka Jane Doe, right? So Tony Busby, like I said, he dropped the ball on that. But anyway, let's get into the article. And like I said, in response to her claims, um, Shannon Sharpe released several text messages, several very explicit text messages. I'm gonna try to read as much as I can, but that's why I want to put the article up on the screen so y'all can read them yourself, right? So, like I said, he exposed these messages between Sharp and the woman accusing him of you know what, and it says they reveal X-rated uh messages sent to the NFL legend leading up to her bombshell $50 million lawsuit, right? So, child, wait till we get into this. The article says that the sexually explicit, the actually, Lord, I'm gonna have to keep it short, Lord, please, God, my tongue. But allegedly, the article says that allegedly, the actually explicit messages blasted out by Sharp's legal team include the accuser allegedly telling the former Denver Bronco, who was 56, she wants him to listen to this, put a dog collar around my neck, right? And tie me up and do bad things to me. Huh. As the ESPN, the personality's defense lawyer named the plaintiff was only identified by Jane Doe. Okay. Now this is her allegedly. Now these are now mind you these are text messages, right? But I have to say allegedly. Hey Lena, hey everybody. This is he they dropped, because she was, Tony Busby was saying all this stuff. She had said all this stuff. She said she got a tape, of the incident, of the assault, the alleged assault or whatever. They said the tape was manipulated. She won't turn over. I'm jumping the gun, right? But anyway, in response to all that stuff that he said, right? He was saying stuff like you can be in a relationship and have X, 500, several times, then but no means no, right? Which is true, right? So in response to all of that, uh, Shannon Sharpe said, "I'm gonna fight back." So he dropped some text messages, right? Now he ain't dropped all the messages, right? But he done dropped some of them, and in one of them, this is what she said to him. This is what she texted him that she wants him to do to her, right? Says she wants him to quote put a dog collar around her neck and tie me up and do bad things to me. Okay? Now, this is one of the messages that Shannon Sharpe dropped. He said this is allegedly what this woman sent to him, right? So, let's go on to another one, right? Child. So the claim was filed, like I said, in Nevada State Court, and the claims the Hall of Famer committed, SA against the accuser near the end of 2024 and the start of 25 during a rocky consensual relationship that lasted about 2 years. Sharp now she's saying that Sharp allegedly, these are some of the charges that she put against him, right? She's saying that Sharp allegedly threatened to, off her, manipulated and controlled her, and repeatedly threatened to uh that to her, if you can read it on the screen, her and violently slap her, according to legal papers. This is what she said he done to her, right? And so like I said, in response to that, he released his text message. Now, also, this $50 million lawsuit is coming on the heels of Shannon Sharpe getting I think it's $100 million or $300 million contract for Club Shay-Shay, right? And he's got several sponsors. He's got his cognac. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's a YouTube commentator, Club Shay Chaser on YouTube. That's why I said YouTuber, Shannon Sharpe, and so, yeah, anyway. The article goes on to state that but Sharp categorically denies the allegations and is ready for a legal fight. Davis said. This is what his lawyer said, pointing to the alleged uh text messages as proof his client did nothing wrong. Right. So this is why he dropped the text messages. Right, trying to prove his side of the story. But now these text messages, okay, I can understand him thinking that these messages are allegedly clearing his name, and maybe they are, but also it's really just showing how how freaky deep style, and how self-hating he is, to the point to where he is willing to do some of these things that are included in the text message, right? That's why I said, oh, I gotta do this story, right? I was like, baby, good morning. There's always something going on with Shannon Sharpe. So do you really think something will come out of this? We will see. I'm no joke. The only thing for me that's coming out of it, because like I said, black women, the pick me's, the mammies, y'all sit down because he don't like us no way. Child, but we going to talk about it, right? The only thing coming out of it for me is a good kiki because of the things on these text messages. Now, I don't know why he want to release these text messages. I understand he think that they are proving that he is innocent, and maybe they are, but it's also proven he got some deep trauma in his life to the point to where not only does he not like black women, but the child, oh Lord, it's just race play involved, and oh Lord, it's a lot going on. But anyway, let me finish this, right. And so says David said, um the lawyer said that allegedly says Sharp and the accuser had consensual ex until January 2025, the day after she allegedly asked for 25K per cheek in a message, right? Now, yeah, she pretty much. I'm gonna have to read that to y'all, right? So I'm trying to read what y'all saying. But anyway, let me get to these. Let me get to this article, right? Then we can talk about it, right? So, the reason why they says she said, quote, and allegedly, quote, um I know you missed this big juicy A. 25K each, uh, 25K for each cheek, unquote. This is what she is texting him about her big juicy A, right? Because he missed it, right? Says she allegedly wrote, according to the 44 pages of text messages Sharp's legal team released, right? And so says before that message, Sharp wished her a happy new year and said if she sent him 50K, she could come over to his house. Another text message alleged, right? So first she supposedly had sent him this. I know you missed my big juicy peach, but basically you can get it for 25K a cheek, right? I guess he was offended, which it sounds like, because in response he said, pretty much Happy New Year, and if you send me 50K, I might let you come over to my house. Okay? Come on over to my house. Okay. So, baby, the article. I know this video is not going to be monetized. Y'all please show your girls some love. Dollar sign Oracle speaks, or don't be afraid to see me in super chat, right? So, the trigger warning and everything is a legend, right? So, so, so other it said the article goes on to state that other adult only text messages released by Sharp's team include when Jane Doe allegedly texted Sharp a photo of a woman, listen to this y'all, tied up in a compromising position, child, and wrote on March 5th, 2023, quote, tie me up like this and F me, unquote. Sharp replied, if something I knew I knew how to, I would, right? He said, if I knew how to, I would, right? Then allegedly She then allegedly wrote back, "It's okay. I have handcuffs. We can stick to those for now." Right? That's what she said. Right? The article goes on to state that who child has changed kinky text messages again? January 1st. Now this is a whole lot. They just giving us a couple excerpts from these text messages, but they say they are 43 pages of text messages between the two. Right. So again, on January 1st, 2024, when the accuser allegedly wrote, "This just got my my pee wet, tie me up and do bad things to me," unquote. Allegedly, that's what she texted him. To which Sharp allegedly wrote, then, quote unquote, cuff up, cuff it up. But it was, child, J. Doe allegedly wrote, "You still have my cuffs? I won't." Oh Lord, I do not, I cannot. Oh Lord, I cannot even say what I want to say. You still got my hands on. He said, I won't like. She said, "I won't like some hardcore BDSM action though, child." And quote unquote, kind of feeling freaky lately. Okay, this is what she write to here, right? She want her some hardcore BDSM, and she been kind of feeling freaky lately. Right now, this is around January 2024. Pay attention to the dates, right? So I know y'all writing, and I'm gonna get back to it, and I'm trying to finish, right? So the article goes on to state that she wrote, this is what she wrote, right? She wrote, quote, "I want to be child. I want to be. I can't even say that. I want to be. Y'all can read that right there, right? Child. That and and she says, quote, "I want you to put a dog collar around my neck, and with the dog collar, with it while you was effing me." And she wrote that on October 9th, according to alleged messages. Right. The reason why I put this article up is so y'all can read it, so y'all can follow along, because some of this stuff can't come out of my mouth. Right. So said the two also talked about her desire to. Now listen to this. This where it get freaky, right? This where my commentary is just to go. I ain't even surprised about this dude, because not only do he hate black women, he hate himself. Okay, because it came from a black woman, right? So the two also talked about her desire to have a baby with him, including allegedly writing, quote, this what she said: "If you put that baby gravy in me, then you can do, child, then you can do, if you put that baby gravy in me." This is what she said. That baby gravy. I have never heard the term baby gravy in my life. What in the world? She said, "If you put that baby gravy in me, then you can do whatever you want to me," unquote. Allegedly, this is what she wrote. And allegedly, she said, "I literally ate so much food, I look like I'm pregnant with your big black baby." This is what she wrote to Shannon Sharpe. Okay? She said, let me read that again. Okay? Let me read it again. Okay? Hey, Jill's comfort zone. All this is allegedly, right? Both of them freaky. I'm no jokes at all. This is allegedly, but yes, he is a freak child, clearly a freak. But I feel it's it's absolutely a money grab. Tony Busby, now I would take it more seriously if it wasn't Tony Busby representing her. If it was somebody like Cassie's attorney or something like that, I would take it more seriously. But child, it's Tony Busby. We know he to me he an ambulance chaser. Okay. They probably gonna try to extort money from this man, and Shannon said no. All this was consensual, okay? So they don't went public. Same thing they tried to do with Jay-Z, but Jay-Z wasn't going either, right? But like I said, I'm just getting a good kiki, and I'm just delivering the news. Shannon, I mean, of course you don't like black women, cause how many black women gonna run around talking about she want you to put that baby gravy in her child, and then say, she said that I now clearly she want to trick baby. with Shannon Sharpe because she's 26 years old and she figures she get her a trick baby, she can have that child support, right? Child, it ain't like we ain't seen it before, right? Now we know what's that rapper name? Or that went up against Kendrick Lamar. What's his name? I forgot his name, but anyway, he had a whole trick baby by a porn star, right? Allegedly, but it was a trick baby. But anyway, clearly she couldn't get one between 2023 and 2025, but I guess she was crying. So she said, if you put that baby gravy once again in me, then you can do whatever you want to me. And I literally ate so much food. I look like I'm pregnant with your big black baby. Now, I'm Drake. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's what you get, Dominique. That's what you get. I don't feel no ways sad for him at all. That's what he get. Okay. And so anyway, Sharp responded, if I still F with you around my B day in 24, you can IUD out. I guess you could take the IUD out if I'm still effing with you, if I'm still fooling with you, his birthday in 2024, right? So which we know he lying to her, right? Which we know he realized the game. He knows she want a baby by him, not because she love him, because she want child support. Okay. She trying to get that money. But anyway, moving right along. That's what he said to her, right? Now, what do you think? This man is 30 years older than her. Now, I don't understand what she thought she was doing. He done been around the block 3, 4, 5 times, right? Child, but anyway, the article goes on to state that um on February 29th, 2024, that the woman said her desire for a baby is a kink. Look, that the woman's desire for the baby is a quote unquote kink, allegedly for her, which led the accuser to allegedly reply. This is what she supposed to have said, y'all. Allegedly, quote, you're the one has a breeding. You're the one has a breeding kink. Unquote. And quote. I think I only want a baby. If it's from your, you know what? I think I'd be a good mom. And then she says, y'all. And then she says, I always wanted a black baby. Allegedly, this is what she said. I've always wanted a black baby. She also wrote, right? I, I'm like, what in the world? What in the race play is going on here, right? So the article goes on to state that the pair appeared to run into problems when Sharp was hurt. Now, do y'all remember when Shannon Sharp, they was going around saying that he was allegedly gay and all of this and all that, and he kept saying he wasn't. And then, apparently, he was having X with a woman, and by mistake, he put the sounds on Instagram. And so it says the pair appeared to run into problems when Sharp was heard apparently having X on Instagram Live in September 2024, according to Jane Doe's slash Miss Zuniga's lawsuit, right? The article goes on to state that some I can't read some of this y'all because the thing is blocking it, right? But the alleged messages on December 2026, she demanded a formal apology and continued to ask for one before Sharp wrote at one point, I've already apologized, stop playing childish. He said, apologize one time, girl, stop acting childish. And really he's probably saying in his mind, I don't care about you anyway. Okay, like, and you just one of the many, right? Davis, Sharp's lawyer, said the evidence paints a clear picture that was a consensual adult relationship. Listen, y'all, a adult relationship that included role playing. Child, this is the end of the article. Role playing, language and scenarios initiated by the plaintiff. The the retired tight end and the plaintiff met in 2023 at a Los Angeles gym when the woman was just 20 years old, according to the civil complaint. The Post has reached out to Jane Doe's lawyer, and she hadn't given them a response. Now, let me tell y'all what kind of role they say they was playing, right? Now, we know Shannon Sharpe he really hates himself and he hates his color. It's why he hates black women. You know what I mean? But child, I believe allegedly that they had some race play going on. Okay, cause she hollering big black this and I want to have your black baby and all of this and the whips and the chains and the this and the that. And I'm thinking, is this allegedly race play going on? So is Shannon Sharpe done built some kind of BDSM room and it looks like the antebellum slave South and he gonna put them slave clothes on and they carry on with their BDM ways and all of this and all of this. Is that what's going on, Shannon? Allegedly. Okay, Shannon, is this you in an antebellum room waiting for Garcia, allegedly Jane Doe, to come in and call you the N word and all of this and all of that because you hate yourself and you hate your people and you blah blah this and you blah blah that. Boy, if you don't stop, because they say they play scenarios and all of this and all of that, and so you don't mind when she call you the N word and oh, and also on one, y'all, I read one text message when it said that she told him that allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, she I don't know why I didn't get that one. I missed that part. I missed it. But anyway, she said that she wanted to put her tongue in his because y'all know they were saying that Shannon was, a little funny, right? And he said he wasn't, right? But she said she wanted to put her tongue in his chocolate donut filled with truffle butter. She wanted to put her tongue in the truffle butter, right? And swirl it around the truffle butter. Can I put it like that? That's what she wanted to do with her tongue in his. She wanted to stick it in his chocolate donut and lick out the truffle butter. Okay. I don't know no other way to say it, but Lord have mercy. So I read, right, eat the salad or toss the salad, whatever you call it, Dominique, right? And I'm thinking, oh, what in the right, Starbella, right, right. So Shannon, do you like women to play in play with your chocolate donut, hole, donut balls, holes, and stuff? So yeah, that's what she said. I forgot to get that one, but in one of the text messages say that, right? You tried it. That's what the text message said, child. I don't know no other way to put it. But it said it. I said, oh, Shannon, you're one of them. So no wonder folks going around saying that you was a little, you like the GWORLS. Okay, girl. It's Shannon. It's your. I ain't gonna go no further. I ain't gonna go no further. I'm gonna leave this alone. Okay. I'm not trying to get my video snatched down, Lord. But I got so much to say. But as far as her sending these text messages to him and him responding, like I said, this was him, you know, his attempt to show the public that, hey, this was consensual. I didn't do nothing to her that she didn't want me to do. A, B, C, and D. And Tony Busby trying to say, yeah, they was in a relationship, but they can she can toss the salad 50, 11 times, but no means no, right? Which is true. You know what I mean? But in these messages, Tony, she was asking a lot. She said she want her some hardcore BDSM and all of this and all of that, and she wanna, she wanna bite out of his chocolate donut, and child, there's a lot going on, right? And they doing the role play and the I don't know if they playing a slave breed form role play in the midst of the BDSM. I don't know if he going around saying yes sir ma'am, yes sir, yes sir ma'am, yes sir. I was wait outside in the back of the barn for you. After Massa go to street. After Massa Mo go to street, ma'am. I was wait out in the barn for you, so we can get it on, ma'am. I don't know if he crawling around like that. Child, I don't know what's going on, but I think growing up in Georgia really did a number on Shannon Sharpe and Shannon. If you hate black women, you hate all women, okay, child? Because really, you hate yourself. All right. Yeah, I don't know y'all, but anyway, I just had I had to come out here and I like my oh, and also years ago, y'all know my girl, shout out to Wendy Williams. Years ago, Wendy Williams was talking about spilling a little tea about Shannon Sharpe, about how freaky deek style he was. Now this was years ago, before Wendy got sick, before she lost the show. You know what I mean? See, that's why everybody won't keep Wendy. They want to keep Wendy quiet. They want to seem like, I believe it is powerful people in charge of what's been going on with Wendy Williams. Okay. But years ago, Wendy Williams talked about Shannon Sharpe and his proclivities, honey. Okay, Wendy, just like Wendy warned us, was a whole lot of people like Diddy and Kelly. Now she talked about Shannon Sharpe too, right? Now Shannon, I don't know if this is some kind of humiliation ritual, because clearly you are going to the other level when it comes to entertainment, okay? Because they give you 100 million or $300 million deals allegedly, right? And so, is this some humiliation ritual? Or will you fight back? If they get you out of it, or is this going to be them? Or are you going to become an indentured servant? We know you probably wouldn't mind becoming an indentured servant, because it seems like you allegedly like the rape, the oh Lord Jesus, the role play aspect of things. Okay, child. It says I'm no joke. Said everyone else is talking about it, but yeah, I understand. You wouldn't you wouldn't to be strike. But this story is out here, and he exposing the text. I don't know what you meant by that. I'm no joke, but yeah, child. Ooh, Shannon, use free, right? Use free, fool. Use free. But he want to go back to them days. He say he's a big old buck, and he want to be broke, child. He want to be broke. Okay. He don't realize those texts made him look. That made him look worse. They made him a laughing stock. Okay. Right. That's why humiliation rituals. I'm no joke. These entertainments when they twerk around with the synagogue of Satan, and they get so popular and they get so high up to the point where they offering them $100 million or $300 million or whatever it is they offer them for Club Shay-Shay. You getting to another level when it comes to twerking around in the synagogue of Satan. And then they gotta try to clamp you down. Okay. And so I'm thinking this might be some kind of humiliation ritual. Okay, who knows what's really going on? I'm putting nothing past some crazy people. And like I said, Shannon, you know who Shannon remind me of? Shannon remind me of that guy. What was his name? He had a bald head and he brown skin and he got that Anglo wife. And he said them men's had SA'd him at a party right in front of his wife. Child, I can't think of his name right now. He's a comedian now, though, right? But he was an ex-football player. Child, that's who he remind me of. That is exactly who Shannon reminds me of, right? Child, I was like, huh? Yeah, Terry Crews, thank you. Sorry, I type fast and don't want your. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm no joke. I realize. Yeah, but honey, it's just so crazy. I couldn't say certain things, and I was like, oh Lord, Okay, Dominique, she was probably telling him to F me with the big black word. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. That's the truth. That's the truth. He like all of that. He like all of it. Anyway, y'all, I had to come and tell y'all this. I am going to I'm gonna do a video on my entertainment channel about Kanye West, cause honey, things is being uh exposed about people's, around here. Now, make it so bad, Wendy, they better leave Wendy alone. Free Wendy Williams. Hashtag free Wendy Williams. Cause child, I'm gonna come back and do a video about Kanye. I'm just gonna put it in video style. You know what I mean? I'm no joke because I don't want to mess up the two videos. But yeah, I'm gonna do a video about Kanye because that's just so. Oh my goodness, and people really need to start dealing with that trauma. He got all this money, Boy, why you ain't got done went and got you some therapy? Shannon. Child, you need some clearly. You need some therapy because of some kind of trauma that you got going on in your head from the past. Now y'all know they say the football players be having that CTE damage in their brain, but you can't you can't tell that they got it until they pass away and they examine the brain. Now, now I realize you a he-man black woman, hey, Shannon, but child, is you exhibiting some signs of CTE? What's going on now? I'm hoping, I'm hoping you ain't. But you know what? I don't put nothing past nobody. So if he want to be done bought him a plantation in the south, okay, and he playing like Kunta, like like Dominique Devereaux said, okay, because that's what he want to do. Then let him do it, okay. Let him do it. Let him run around playing Kunta, hollering, "Give us free!" Right, but he don't want to be free if it want to, okay. But now you done got exposed. So whether you get out of this lawsuit or not, you ain't getting out unscathed because you know it's possibly a whole humiliation ritual. And if you want to climb any higher in the industry, you're gonna have to acquiesce to these people's demands. Okay. Now that's what's going on with him. That you know we've seen it with a lot of entertainers, melanated as well as non-melanated. And in case you guys missed it, that's what they did to Jonathan Majors. Okay, that's what they did to Jonathan Majors. They tried the same thing on him, just like they did to what's that guy's name that was going with Steve Harvey's daughter, but he really wasn't going with her. You know what I mean? That whole setup thing right there to make him look better. Child, they do it all the time, right in front of our face. We just gotta realize what's going on. But Shannon, Shannon doing a lot of this stuff to himself. Okay. Because, baby, child, that's embedded in him. And it seems to be embedded in most big. I can't see the last of it. Because y'all know I got this shirt, your referral link, and it be blocking my comment. It be blocking my comments. That's why I be wanting to do what you call it now. What do you call it? The YouTube one. That's why I be wanting to do those now. I might come back and do those with the Kanye thing. I don't know. I might do one of those with the Kanye thing. Okay, embedded in most big dark skinned men for some reason. I don't know. I don't know about most of them because I got me a big black, dark skinned black man, and that kind of stuff ain't embedded in him. It sure the hell ain't. He'll look at you crazy by some stuff like that. Child, please. Child. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's called trauma. That's some kind of childhood trauma or something, okay? That's what that's called. And so, yeah. Yep. Talk about it. Don't even keep this one. But, you know, that's right, country. They love them. If they love them, I like it for them, okay? So that you know he wants you to be able to he don't want you to be of the melanated race because he don't want to fool with you. Hey, true black cheetah, if you are okay. And so, but that's just how he is. Like I said, pick me's and mammies, please sit down. He does not need your help. He does not want your help, and he still don't like you. Okay, but that's why we have. But y'all, these are just a few text messages that I have read, and they are very, very interesting. They are very, very telling. Shannon, while you trying to clear your name, honey, it ain't working. Okay, it's just making you look worse. All right, sure. Mm-mm. Write something else up under that. You tried it so I can read it. Okay, because I don't know how to get this shirt. Is this shirt referral link gonna be on my thing forever? Like, what is the deal with that? Oh Lord, child said I have one too, but something sports and entertainment. I really can't even hardly read it. But anyway, y'all, I just had to come in down. Ain't nothing up. I don't know if something is going on in the streets or not. Y'all can see it now. It says I have one too, but when you look at the ones in the sports entertainment, most is I mean maybe it's because they have some kind of issue with themselves or the skin tone. You know that they don't let the system beat them down and treat them any kind of way. You know, so they don't have really no pride. You know, within themselves. You know, I don't know what it is. You tried it, but I don't have that going on around here. Okay, because like I said, It would be a no for somebody that I know, and they go side eye you and look at you crazy. And I probably wouldn't even be married if I let some of that stuff came out of my mouth that I just read on the text messages. Okay, I'm just saying that's but Shannon. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Miss Alfreda said, Happy Taco Tuesday. You too, Miss Alfreda. Yeah. Let me get off here, y'all. Anyway, that's all I got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. I want to come on and give this little entertainment news, and I did it in this format so that I could show you guys the article that I read, right? But there are a lot of articles out there, and they have some more of the graphic text messages. And look, this is one of the more tamer articles that I've read about Shannon Sharpe and his text messages. Cause honey, when I tell you, it's some deeper stuff uh, in these text messages. I don't know no other way to put it. They get deeper and darker. Okay. And do I believe that he was doing all this? Yep, sure do. Do I believe he did what that woman said she did to him? Like I said, I would have a easier time believing her. Had it been a different lawyer besides Tony Busby, right? Like I said, if it would have been Cassie's lawyer or something like that, or that black guy lawyer, I can't think of his name right there. Him, good conversation. This is funny, but oh, thank you. I'm no joke. I would have believed her more. You know what I mean? And then she hollering 25K a cheek. I'm thinking, girl, now why do people now see when you young, see this is a problem too, right? For some women when they are young, now this girl is 26 years old. She been fooling with him a couple of years. I don't know why she felt the way, cause he was on Instagram bopping somebody else trying to prove that he wasn't a fairy. I'm gonna put it that way, right? Oh, why she get mad, right? And then she start hollering after that. She want $25 a cheek. And then and I guess he got offended and said, give me 50K, then maybe I'll let you come to my house. Now I don't know what she thought that was. Okay. But baby, I think that relationship got rocky when she started asking for fundage. Okay. And then she wants some baby gravy. I had never heard of baby gravy. She want a trick baby. That's what you want. You want some baby. And then he said, after my birthday in 24, you can take out the IUD. I'm thinking, no, he not lying like that. Because that man got 3 kids and he don't want no more kids. He got $2 and his son, right? Child, he ain't trying to do another baby at age 56. I say, Lord have mercy. Must be down here running a muck. Child, he tried to run for mayor down here. I can't read the rest. He tried to run for mayor down here. And even the people in his neighborhood couldn't stand it. Ain't that something? Yeah, she's 26 years old and he's 56. He's 30 years older than her. Yes, honey. On one of the text messages I read on one of the pages, it says that she said that he said that he was going to ruin her for everybody else or something like that. I was like, oh my God, I hope not. You know what I mean? I hope he didn't say nothing like that. But like I said, I don't know put nothing past nobody. You know, I really don't. So anyway, that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got about this. Let me get off your chat. If I find something else out, which I probably will, because this one caught my attention, because it is just a mess. It's a hot mess. It's real extra. Okay, you doing more than Daddy doing, uh, uh, Shannon. I was like, Shannon, what is going on? But anyway, Shannon, aka Kunta Child. But anyway, I gotta go. This is all I got. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do a video today about Kanye West, cause he got some interesting stuff going on too. I said, well, let me do me some celebrity news channel. I ain't did nothing in a while. They ain't talking about nothing down here on these B6 streets anyway. Nothing that I want to hear about, unless something popped off that I didn't know about. Other than that, we good. You know what I mean? And that's all. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Please like the video. Please Share the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. You know what I mean? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.